Raila Odinga, even as MP for Cherangani for 4 electoral cycles. Karibu sana, Waziri Kirwa. And we're just comparing, because yesterday Raila Odinga was honored posthumously with the Chief of the Order of the Golden Heart award by the president, plus the state funeral, which even in comparison to other state funerals that we've seen was quite elaborate with military honors and everything. And we're just getting the comparison between him and his father, Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, who was the very first vice president of this country, but did not get to enjoy any of these honors despite the stature that he occupied by the time of his death in 1994.
Well, first of all, let me once again condole with all the people who knew Raila, including the family members who were so closely associated with him. And also appreciate that the fact that Raila, more than any other leader in Kenya, has occupied that space of being almost controlling or influencing 50% of the population for close to 20, actually slightly more than 20 years. Remember, from 2007, Raila has been losing, whether because of certain manipulation or whether those results were true, and let's assume they were true, has been influencing close to 50% of the voters, either 49, like the last general election, 2007, and in between. And also amplify the fact that Raila went beyond the popularity of his own father. His own father was almost like seen to be a leader from Nyanza province, or Luo Nyanza for that matter. But Raila was able to capture like 4 or 5 more constituencies throughout the country. This therefore means that the kind of send-off that he was given, it was befitting. Thanks to the government of the day, and thanks to the mourning style of his own people. Because the way I saw it, Raila in death, just in life, was able to defy every rule in the book. Remember, we were supposed to take him to Limo, to Lee Funeral Home. Then we take him to Parliament, and the following day, Nyayo Stadium. That was not to be. He was taken to Kasarani because people realized that Parliament would be overrun by the number of mourners that were interested in viewing the body of the late Raila Odinga. And as they went to Nyanza, his home, they were also able to almost overrun all the rules in the book, including coming back later on and threshing all the flowers and everything. Because one thing the government did not understand is the fact that every community has its own style of mourning. And therefore they should have understood that the Luo nation and close supporters of Raila needed to be given a chance to deal with him the way they wanted. Remember, they came, they did not do anything apart from destroying the flowers. They stayed there until the grave was cemented. All the things that were to be done, they are the ones who watched. They presided over Raila's funeral because people wanted to make it such an official thing. But mourning does not have respect officialdom. And I'm happy later on the government was able to remove what I would have called government funeral. Because when you talk of the state funeral, it's the totality of all of us. Because state includes those in government, those in the opposition or minority, and everybody else within the confines of the state of Kenya. But when you say state funeral, and somebody who has been with him for the last 15 years, either as running mate or as a close associate like Kalonzo Musyoka, you ignore him at the Nyayo Stadium, you mention him like he's just myself or the Honorable Bogisho. And Mother Karua was a running mate in the last election. You don't even mention her name. You see, that is where I realized the government wanted to make a lot of capital out of Raila's death. And I hope, if you saw the Gazette notice, I hope before even Raila died, the president had put him in the Gazette notice that he was going to be given CGH. Because I have a feeling that if President Ruto was doing his final term, he would not have given Raila the attention that he gave him.
Do you think,
it was more political, yes?
Do you think, for example, in the same note that probably he only received the honors because he was part of the broad-based arrangement, that if